This is called a mystery session. Yes, this is mystery session is going to be, conducted by Mr. Mahesh Venkateswaran, who is a former Fortune 500 executive who spends his time at the intersection of investing, advising, and building, supporting young founders, backing early ideas, and creating mission driven projects. His personal platform, Project Micro Latin for To Marvel, is a home for explorations across creativity, community, and curiosity. So, this is the session exactly what he's going to do. May we please welcome Mr. Mahesh Venkateswaran to join us on stage, please, sir.
Welcome to my session on route art. It's a small personal project of mine where I walk the streets of Chennai to create art. And before I go into how I used AI to do this, I just want to set the context. People who know me know that I like to plan everything, and I like to believe that I have planned my life trajectory into 3 acts. The first 25 years to learn, the next 25 years to earn, and the rest is to have fun. The only thing is it didn't really go as per the plan. I realized that I'm still learning. The second phase, though, I stopped earning. And the only thing is I just was so excited about the third part that I advanced it. And on my 48th birthday, I quit the corporate world. And I wanted to see what all I can do following that. One of the things that I love, and I thought I should add a new skill to myself, which can take me through the rest of the years, is to learn photography. I learned photography from a New York photographer, and after a lot of online tutorials and everything, I learned about the camera as well as learned several genres of photography from landscape to astro to bird, and you name it. Then I thought, if I can do well in IT industry, is it possible for me to get into an industry where I have absolutely zero knowledge and see if I can do anything with that? My family is filled with musicians, so I thought I'll do something in the music world. So I started Mad Rasana. Mad Rasana is a platform where I encourage young classical musicians. I also bring a new kind of production to the whole classical scene. And today, the YouTube channel is one of the highest following YouTube channel in the world as far as dedicated to classical music is concerned. We have more than 125,000 followers there. The next thing was, I thought I should start traveling. So on the 50th birthday, I said, I'll do different things that are factors of 50. So 50 of places of worship, 25 nature spots, 10 festivals, and so on and so forth. And if you total up all of that, it comes to 93. So I have to do 93 things by the time I complete 50. So I called it 1.86. It's Project 1.86. And one of my friends said, why don't you post it on Facebook and you'll take it seriously. So I did that. At that time, I had about 20 family members who were following me. By the time I completed this project, I had more than 5,000 of them. And a lot of people started giving me ideas. They started telling me what to do, where to go, the type of people I can meet. So I had a ball that entire year. Then came year 52. I started 52 weeks, so why don't I do 52 different things, one for each week? So I categorized them as something new, something old, something warm, something calm. I had a blast there. Then I realized, at this rate, the next project will be only to figure out what the project name should be. So I stopped, and I called everything and put it under Project Miro. Miro in Latin means to marvel. And so I started the website, and I started documenting all the travels and interesting things that I do. In all this, I realized one thing, that I tend to graduate towards something which is unique, something which is interesting. It could be a very simple idea, but if it excites me, I thought I want to do the same. In that context, about 6 years back, I came across this person from Canada who biked his journey and created this giraffe. I was fascinated by this whole idea. I thought if we can do it, why not in Chennai? And in India, the roads are crisscross, so it should be pretty easy for anybody to just form any art they want. Turns out it's not that easy. And for the past 6 years, I've been trying to figure this out. Then last year, around July timeframe, some of our friends, we went on a vacation to Europe. And when I was in Athens, I saw the streets close to where we were staying form Athens. So I said, wow, this is cool. So from now on, I'll start visiting places and use the roads to just draw the city I am in. So 8 of us started walking, and by the time I reached H, I turned back, I was the only one walking. They gave up, and I had this paper with this Athens written on it, and I was not knowing where to go, east or west, and finally, as you can see, I came up to H, and the S was all inverted, and I said, this project is also not working. So the search still continued, and finally I said, 2 of my sons, both of them are in the same GenAI space. They are in startups, so one of them who worked for Google. I've been pestering them for 6 long years to say, this should be a very easy use case. All I want is, I give an art, shouldn't it be possible for you to do pattern recognition and tell me which part of the world I can walk to get that art? Turns out it's a tough problem to crack. But they did the second best thing for me. They said, we've tried it enough. So this is after my July trip in August. They said, we can do the next best thing for you. And so they gave me the subscription of all things out there, Cursor, Claude Code, everything, you name it, and said, now have a field day, you can figure it out yourself. So that's when my journey of vibe coding started. So project route art, the first thing to do is to figure out the sketch itself. And as you can see, this is the way it works is you just walk, you put on your GPS machine, and it just draws the route that you have taken. But for that, the sketch has to be, like one of the artists said that it has to be an Eka Rekha art, which is the moment you put the pen on the paper, you cannot take it out. It has to be a continuous thing till the art is completed. So that's the challenge, to make sure that whatever sketch you have, it has to be a single line drawing. For that, I tried all the Midjourney and Perplexity and ChatGPT. The second one is to place that art onto the map and start manipulating it. You have to start rotating. You have to keep on moving from one place to the other to see which part of the map actually fits onto your art. And that's possibly the most difficult part. I hope in the next few years that can also be automated. The third one is to then create the waypoints across the sketch so that we can go from one point to the other and complete the entire sketch. And finally, you have to not only do the waypoints, but you have to also have the sequence in which you travel. As a simple point, it's not about having the 4 points that you have to go through, but the sequence is most important. For example, if you start with just a hub and the spoke as 3 spokes, it's just 4 points, but you have to go to the center, go to the first point, come back to the center. Likewise, you have to keep going back and forth. So it's not just about waypoints, it's not just about the sketch, it's also about how you traverse the whole thing. And it becomes quite complicated if the number of waypoints becomes more and more. And finally, you animate the route to show the world what you have done. And so my son, younger one, played frisbee for the country in Japan last year in September, so this was August. So I thought I'll do something for Team India as a way of wishing them well. So I used Midjourney here to draw various art sketches of frisbee, and I picked one of them, the last one. This is the program I developed. It's a simple, I think I started using Gemini, then Claude, and finally Gemini gave the good result for me. So basically this is just a map. You can throw anything you want onto the map, and you have various options by which you can start doing the waypoints and other things. So you place the art that you have created onto the map, and then you start manipulating it. You can move things around, you can extend it, you can rotate. What you're trying to do here is to see if all those lines that are there is actually fitting onto the roads of wherever you're planning to do. And I wanted to do most of them in Chennai. The difficult part is it's very difficult to have arts formed just by roads. So I took the next best option, which is in the GPS world, if you see, you can go to a point, pause the GPS watch, go to the next point, and unpause it. It draws the line between the 2 points. So I thought it may make it much easier if I just have the dots and then just connect the dots to create the art that you want. So this, you do that using the app. Then this is what I came up with. You position it, you extended it, and finally you got the whole thing. The good thing about staying in Besant Nagar is you have the beach, so anything that has a lot of curves and other things, I tend to push it to the beach front so that I can do whatever I want with that part. So that's the Elliott Beach, and all the other things are the roads of Besant Nagar. Then you start putting the dots. You have to, so the app helps me to put all the points. The good thing is, you have to be careful here. The points that you're trying to place are things where you can walk. Oftentimes, after we finished the whole thing and I started walking, I realized it's a gutter. So I have to redo the whole mapping because you don't know the neighborhood. So you have to keep doing several times till you get to a point where every dot that you place can actually be reachable. And then you remove this is what you get. And you have to figure out where you start and where you end. So that's the difficult part. You have to be careful that sometimes you have to come back to the same point. It's not just a single path. Some of those brown dots that you see are places where I need to come back. So how do I come back in a road? I have to come to the exact same spot. So I found these wooden discs from Amazon that I used to carry in my pocket. And if I have to come back to that, I will drop it on the road. I stand on that, take the reading, and walk around and come back to that same point, pick up the pot, and that's how you do it. Now, after you do this, I developed the second app where you can actually walk around. So this is the app where it tells me, it numbers everything. I start here, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. You keep on doing. And as I come close to the point, it'll flash the next point for me to go. So it makes it easy for me to move from one dot to the next. And once you complete the whole thing, then you get your drawing. And it's very cool. So you have your app, this app. You also have the Strava app on the side. And you keep shifting between the two. You go to the next point, pause the Strava app, go to the next point. So in the Strava, you can actually see the whole picture emerging, and it's a fabulous feeling. So finally, you use all this, and you animate. This one I did, I got very excited after the Frisbee thing. The next came Gokulashtami, so I did this for Gokulashtami. This was about 11 kilometers overall. What I learned in this is it helps me to clock about 20,000 steps per day. That's great. It also showed that, I mean, you have to be mentally very, very active as you are doing this. It's quite unnerving which side you have to turn to go to the next point. So you're always mentally active as well. And you go to places which you never knew existed in your neighborhood. So that was the third exciting thing that I saw. After I finished Gokulashtami, it's great, but I wanted to push the boundary even further. All the tools that are available today can do the art only with this orange thick one, but I wanted more drama, I wanted more colors, I want to show a lot of different things, I want to zoom in, zoom out. So I built a third app called the Fly-Through app as well. And I did this for Vinayaka Chaturthi. Here you can see I can change color, I can do all that, which is great. This was a half a marathon. It was close to about 25 kilometers spread across 4 days. But then I realized I should do more and start embedding Easter eggs into my artwork as well. So if you see the navel of the Ganesh is the Ratnagirishwara temple, to symbolically say that's where he came from. After I finished the drawing, I started somewhere here. And finally, I finished it there, and I saw that the Varasiddhi Vinayaka temple was right in front of me. So I went and did one circumambulation, and that formed the eye of the Ganesha as well. So to wrap it, yeah, it was a great ride, a personal project, but is there anything more to it than just making it a personal project? I thought, why don't we expand it much bigger, make it so that more people can join the journey? What if, for example, we decide to paint or draw, sketch an Indian flag during the Independence Day? What if I give parts of all these things throughout to various people, and all they need to do is to look at their app, just walk that 1 kilometer, and in the grand scale of things, you can see the art form forming in front of your eyes, thereby bringing the community in front of you. That's one idea. What if I go to can I make money out of this? So I thought, what if I go to a corporate and tell them, you want to have an HR session, bring all your employees, I'll give them different things to do, just walk around, and I'll create the logo of your thing around your headquarters, and I charge for that. It's a cool business idea, right? In all this, I think this is an exciting time to be feeling the AI. It need not be for any complex business problem like what you're doing today, but even a simple idea, we can have a lot of fun with it. Can also extend to be a business proposition. So I feel this is a great area to be in, and this is going to be an era of ideas. Thank you.
So first of all, thank you so much for one engaging session. So we all loved it. Once again, can we have a round of applause to this gentleman, please? May we kindly request Professor Rajiva sir to join us on stage and present a token of gratitude to this gentleman for keeping us engaged, lively, and we really loved the session, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So thank you on that. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah.